Anders Breivik, one of the most notorious mass murderers in recent European history, now a winner in court. The verdict saying his human rights were violated by the Norwegian government. That's because he's kept in solitary confinement and frequently searched. We litigated and claimed that Breivik's isolation in prison is too heavy in relation to Norwegian government obligation under the Commission of Human Rights and the Norwegian Constitution, his lawyer said after the verdict was handed down. Breivik sued the Norwegian government claiming breaches of the European Convention on Human Rights, which Norway is a party to. In its verdict, the court said, quote, "The prohibition of inhuman and degrading treatment represents a fundamental value in democratic society. This applies no matter what, also in the treatment of terrorists and killers." And these are the conditions Breivik is incarcerated under in Skien prison southwest of Oslo. He has 3 cells to himself, including an exercise area with machines. This for a man who killed 77 people in a rampage in 2011. 8 died when Breivik set off a bomb outside the government headquarters in Oslo. He then moved to Utøya Island, where he gunned down 69 more, most of them international students. In general, we are surprised and we disagree on the parts of the verdict against us, the government's lawyer said. The government argued that Breivik's conditions are appropriate, saying he's still a threat, requiring restrictive solitary confinement. State lawyers say they will appeal the verdict that also requires them to pay Breivik's legal fees of around $41,000. While there is criticism and surprise about the verdict, one survivor of the Utøya Island shooting says he understands the court's reasoning.
And I don't think we should give Breivik the power to change how our system works. I think that's kind of what he wanted. He wanted to have the power to change our system, to change our values and the way in which we treat people. And by maintaining our values and by treating Breivik like we treat any other prisoner, we show Breivik defiance.
Anders Breivik, who critics say used the human rights trial as a platform to promote his self-declared neo-Nazi agenda, is facing a maximum sentence of 21 years in prison, but could remain locked up for even longer if he's still deemed a threat when that term is up. Frederik Pleitgen, CNN, London.